Now that I've actually played a few good Amiga games, yeah, I could agree with you there. Some of them are really, really good. Ubi, why would I blame things on Corndan? Because he deserves it. It's his fault. Let me tell you, everybody, we've got a fun day for you today. 4 matches. If you had 4 matches left when you're camping and you had to use those to start a fire, you better be able to start one with at least one of those, okay? Because if not, it's gonna rain on you and then you're gonna be wet. Y'all wanna be wet? Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, I know who might be leaving players out in the rain. It's our first GM. Please welcome on in, Corndan. I was bad-mouthing this whole time, and now Corndan gets to come in and talk to us. Oh, Corndan. How you doing, Corndan?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing pretty dang good. And let's see. Oh yeah, you're the one who gave me crappy game. 1 out of 3 crappy games. Like the shooter was fun that you gave me, and I love Puzznik. I can play Puzznik pretty well.
Well, you know what? I don't think enough people got to see the middle game in that match.
No. What is?
Oh yeah. And so, I'd like to make sure a wider audience gets to see this, because that was definitely the mean game of that match. And I'm not going to apologize for it.
When would you apologize? Never. We don't do apologetics. We do jetics.
I'm 100% not apologizing for that match, and it was TNC2 Thrilla Surfari.
Look at this monkey. Like, okay, he has a lot of muscles, but the muscles are very round. Maybe it just grew a lot of very localized fat.
I mean, he's just a monkey.
Oh. Sorry, I was trying to criticize.
I mean, he's Thrilla. He's Thrilla the gorilla.
No. Thrilla the gorilla. Oh my gosh.
Did you not pick up on that?
Well, no, I was racing this. Why would I pay attention to, his name? I don't think I even saw the title screen properly. Come on, Corndan.
I mean, okay, that's pretty legit, yeah.
Nah, but seriously, the players will have 1 hour to try to make as much progress as they can. The thing is, with the Mystery Triathlon match that I had, essentially, we just had to do a certain goal in this game as quickly as possible. And this is really what destroyed me, because...
we'll talk about it.
I don't want to spoil, just in case people who shouldn't be watching are watching. Yeah, that's right. Any of you players out there, you're watching.
I mean, it is real rough. Like, the game is legitimately a lot harder than it should be.
I would agree, but at the same time, I find charm in this game. I still enjoy it.
I mean, the game I think has some cool ideas. I think for what they were trying to do with it, right, it could have been a good game. I think it's fun. I enjoy it from that standpoint, but it's not good.
Yeah, I would say while it is definitely overly difficult and bad, it doesn't mean that it's unfun. I really, really had a lot of fun playing this game.
I mean, but it definitely has some challenges that you kind of ran into, right? And we'll talk about once again when we start. They're not good.
No,
there are a lot of not good design decisions made in this game.
Especially that title screen. Oh, we'll see that, everybody. Don't worry. All of the art felt like a buffet. They're like, here are all the different styles for you. Okay.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. And it's a little bit exciting to have something that feels that haphazard.
This game, especially as we get to the later stuff, definitely feels like they went, what else could we put in here? And so they did.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and oh my gosh, people are resizing stuff. I'm gonna have to adjust again. Yeah. Welcome to my life, Corndan, a life of sorrow.
And I love, honestly, I love the response in chat from everyone who's tried to play this as a kid or tried to play this as an adult.
What are they saying?
Right, that, for instance, I was such a fan of the plotless first game, then this game came out and shattered all my dreams.
People were a fan of the first game?
The first game is real bad, by the way.
Yeah,
right? If you
I know.
really like
I've
that,
seen it.
You should definitely reevaluate your life. It is right. You know, the comment I made to this was, you know, this is the better of the two games.
Yes, I agree that this is the better of the two games.
That's not a very high bar.
No, it's not. Okay, I need my hams. Where are your hams? Can you load the game? Ham, I need to see the game. There we go. Okay. Corndan, I'm having a good day. I'm really excited to play more Road Rash in the near future as well. Like, I had a blast on Friday. Okay, you say so bad, and I would say that it has issues, but compared to pretty much every other racing game of that time, it's one of the best.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that.
Really?
Right. Yeah, because at the same time as that's coming out, you had Gran Turismo 2, I believe, was about at the same time, which is a really good game. Right. Ridge Racer came out before that, and Ridge Racer is a better game than Road Rash. I think Road Rash, right, I'm gonna say it attempted to stay true to the original Road Rash games, but did it in a way that didn't turn out very well in terms of gameplay.
What do you mean stay true to the original? Were they original?
Yeah, oh yeah, Road Rash was out on the Genesis long before this.
Oh, the Genesis version is so bad.
Oh, 100% it's bad, right? I do not disagree with you on that, but it 100% still kind of stays within like that, right? And it tries, but it doesn't succeed very well.
It's so much better than the Genesis version. So much better. The music is kind of
that's not a high bar either.
Corndan. Are you saying that Road Rash is...
No, here's the thing. I love Road Rash, right? Road Rash is fun. It is not a good game.
That it's the racing game of the Thrilla Surfari?
Oh, it totally is.
Wow. Okay, this music is something special.
I mean, Thrilla Safari is great. We're gonna find that out. We're all gonna find that out together.
Yeah, here's the buffet art, by the way, everybody. Look at all of those yin-yangs.
So the yin-yangs, right? So the important thing to note on this with the yin-yangs and all of that is, Thrilla, so TNC Surf Designs is a real surf shop in Hawaii.
Cornhead, we're gonna get started actually, so I need everybody to spam all of their coolest emotes, okay? Like skateboarding, surfing, butts, those are pretty cool. Let's see, yin-yangs, if you have any yin-yangs, yeah, go ahead. And rainbows, you can spam LJ and rainbows. Gorillas, yeah, especially, yeah. As soon as I see movement, I will start our timer, and there we go. Okay, this game is difficult.
Yeah, and so most of the game, right, is kind of this on rails like thing, right? Kind of all of the
Oh, this was made in Utah? Crap, why are you bringing
Probably.
my life back, Corn Dad?
So basically the goal of all these stages is there's 4 to 5 like stages per like level. And you want to go through all of them, get to the end, fight the boss, and go. All of the stages are going to be some component of surfing or skateboarding.
Honestly, this game reminds me a lot of the Turbo Tunnel. And
Kinda?
that should be worrying for some people because the level of difficulty can be rough. Now, what you're not seeing from most of the players is people adjusting their speed because you can go a lot slower, which I highly recommend.
Yeah.
You know why I highly recommend that, Corn Dad?
I too, like, absolutely agree with going slower to a point. There are times you might not want to, right? We'll kind of get there.
Oh, yeah. Well, I lost my mystery triathlon match because I kept trying to go fast in this game. When you go fast, you go slow because you die a million times. And there are no continues, at least in the beginning part. I don't know if there are passwords.
There are 0 continues or passwords in this game.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, it's real nice. So this game is kind of brutal. There's only like 1 skip you can do in the game. I didn't tell them about it. If they find it, I'm willing to allow it, right? Because you're only gonna find it on accident.
Yeah.
We're nice. We did give them a manual, which is more than I gave you, right, for Mystery Triathlon.
Yeah, that's very nice of you. Yeah, basically, I got...
It didn't help them, but...
the basic controls, and you didn't even have all the controls on it.
You're right. I missed the B button, which right now is not used.
You can use it. It does a slightly different jump. It seemed like the jump is higher.
Actually the same. It's exactly the same.
I'm not convinced.
The jump height and everything is variant based on what else you're doing, right? So you can do like multiple jumps. It's like Mario doing the triple jump in Super Mario 64. Depending on how fast you're going, depending on like if you've come off a ramp or something like that, right? The jump height all changes. They made a huge attempt on that. Not saying it's successful.
The manual says B not used. Also select not used. I'm not convinced about B being exactly the same, but I'll go ahead and trust you for now.
For these levels, it's exactly the same.
All right. Okay, by the way, I've got some good lore for everybody for Thrilla Surfari, if you're ready.
The lore is great. Yeah.
Whoa! Wipe out Thrilla. Waxala, an African kahuna-type dude with a bad attitude, has kidnapped Barbie Bikini. Get her back or your baby's toast because Emu, the volcano master, wants dinner, and Wazula plans to make Barbie the blue plate special. Bummer. Bag your boards, surf and skate, score the first flight to Africa, and then check it out. Jungle paths, killer rivers, lava grinders. I don't know what a lava grinder is. I have to stop there because
you'll find out.
Okay.
Well, actually, we won't find out. But if somebody were good at this game, we would find out.
Desert ramps. Watch out, Wazula. This scene is tastier than Malibu. Sure, the wildlife gets burly. Even Ollie a crocodile. And the riverboat seriously rips. Ever catch a waterfall? But with your smooth moves... Oh, what's that?
Oh, no, go ahead. I was gonna say, Seth just made it to a waterfall stage. Those do show up.
This stage really isn't that hard. I was able to get through it first time when I played.
1-2 is probably the hardest one.
Yeah. Well, it's just so long. That's the problem. And considering that most of the obstacles here are one-hit kills, it's just really rude.
Pretty much everything is a one-hit kill, with the exception of the boss.
Seth just trying to go right. I love it.
So what you're going to want to do here is, and I've noticed a couple of them have found it, but nobody's completely noticed it. Also, Joey Gatorman is also on the river level.
Yeah.
There are bananas basically on most stages, right? There's 1-on-1-1, 1-on-1-2, and they all give you an extra unit of health. Now you're thinking, why do I need to worry about that, right?
Because the boss is coming up.
Right, yeah, it's because it's solely because of the boss. So you want that high extra max health, right? So you can go into that boss with like 4 or 5 units of health, and that's really helpful.
Both Joey and Seth onto the Rhino boss. Look at this nerd.
So what you need to do is basically, honestly, just kind of get up in his face, like underneath him.
Yeah.
And throw your coconuts. That's kind of the best way to go.
I have to do a
everybody
little
in
adjusting, but yeah, honestly, spamming is a good idea.
Yep. So you can, the nice thing about this, as every single one in Mystery Triathlon found out, that if you die at the same time the boss does, it gives you credit for it. Doesn't even cost you a life.
Yeah,
so you either have to kind of finesse it like Joey Gatorman is doing, or as I said, just literally get underneath him.
Yeah, I got a double KO on him, and
literally everybody did. Yeah.
Literally everybody did in the match.
All four of you got the double KO.
And Seth is gonna get a game over here in just a little bit. I bet that Seth saw the extra health above his health though, and maybe thinking, can I manage to have more health when I get to this boss?
Maybe. I hope so.
Yeah, Joey, even though Joey is in the lead, he's gonna be getting a game over sometime in the near future. I mean, he took a lot of deaths on the Rhino. Lots of time for everybody to catch up.
Oh yeah, and honestly, right, like the game doesn't really have continues. I don't expect to see more than probably level 3.
Yeah.
That. Right. So, and the nice thing on that, I mean, we're 7 minutes in. We've made it to, all of this. We're not going to see, because of the game's difficulty, we're not really going to see like huge pushes in on all of this. So I think it'll still be easy to track. Mr. Saturn Dude, if by infinite continues you mean 0.
0 is basically infinity.
They will hope for infinite continues, but they will get none of them, right? It's literally 0 continues, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, it kind of does. By the way, it looks like Lark Lilith in the bottom left has collected an extra unit of health. Seth has as well, so we know that those two are now aware that there is extra health, although Lark Lilith may be a little bit confused because most things kill you in one hit. The things that don't are usually the things that are moving, like enemies, bats, but the stationary obstacles, they kill you.
They kill you.
Unless you're invincible.
And they're kind of the worst of it. So one thing you might see, right, with Seth on this is there are diamonds you can pick up. Their invincibility. You know when you're invincible because you're upside down on your board.
Right at the end.
Did it count? No, I don't think it does.
Game over. Nope. Oh, yeah, everybody is like getting used to the basic controls here, and I think that once you get through the first couple levels a couple times, whenever you have to repeat, it's going to be a little bit easier.
So I think in my testing for this, I picked up the game basically blind. I had seen some stuff on it. I knew about it. I knew it was real bad. I was kind of surprised. I don't think we've ever had it like in Kuso6rande.
Nope, we haven't.
Right, which is kind of amazing, honestly.
I didn't know about it.
Oh, no. I'm just saying in general, I find it kind of amazing that nobody has brought it in. Just kind of like toys. I was amazed that nobody had brought toys until last week. So I picked this up blind, and I made it through the first stage in about 6 minutes. So everybody here, right, kind of, Joey and Seth are kind of about on par to what I did, what you guys did in Mystery Triathlon.
My gosh, I think Chad is right. This guy basically is Funky Kong from...
Yeah, oh yeah, totally looks exactly like Funky Kong, no lie.
Yeah, from the hit series Funky Kong ASMR over on YouTube. I can't even say that with a straight face, okay?
Nope.
So, yeah, you do have multiple bosses here. Each area has bosses. You get a killer rhino, nemesis of the deep. I don't know what that is. Huge killer scorpion. I know exactly what that is. Older brother of evil shark.
Shark. I love that that's the boss name.
The crap? How is that a name?
Well, so, like, at the end of level 2, right, you fight evil shark. Well, they clearly didn't put in a lot of effort into some of these bosses, right?
Yeah,
and so
a lot of them look like repeats. Like, guess what? Level 5 is hyper nasty rhino.
Oh yeah, and it's totally the same thing. It is. And so, right? Well, how are you gonna repeat, like, you know, the shark? Well, now it's the older brother of evil shark.
By the way, we have. He killed evil shark's littlest brother, and that means trouble. Yeah, Lupine won. I agree so. Yeah. It's a Saturday. Whatever. I don't have to use language.
Well, I mean, you still have to use language, but...
Okay. I love that, like, at the end of the manual, I'm taking a look, and it has a repeat of your goal of the game, just like with different surf lingo, and it's like they just had to cram in every single slang that they could, because, you know, when else are you going to get this chance?
Oh, 100%. It's so, I mean, the game has ideas, right? Like, I think this on a reasonable sort of platform would have been fine.
Yeah. Well, the biggest issue is perspective, which is honestly one of the biggest problems with any isometric game. The skateboarding, it's kind of easier to tell, but this, like, water section, you don't really have any shadow unless you're jumping, so it's hard to tell exactly what's going to hit. And there's not really enough time to react to everything, and considering the number of obstacles, if you have this many obstacles, you have to give players enough time that they can naturally react. And yeah, the skateboarding section especially, as you saw 3 hams bouncing off of the wall, the camera just does not move fast enough to catch up so that you can see anything coming up. It's
especially the very first time you've seen that.
Yeah. What is this music?
You know, it's...
I like it. Hey, by the way, Joey Gatorman and Seth Highland are both on 2-2 now.
Yep, the Cannibal Jungle.
Yeah. The Cannibal Jungle. Ooh. Oh, I've been playing RimWorld, and now with the latest release, the latest DLC that they have, you can officially make a tribe whose part of their religion is being cannibals, and then you can, like, eat people, and they'll be happy that they ate people. And if you don't eat people enough, then they get sad.
So are you happy to eat people?
Not my religion, no. They're actually really into charity in my game, which is a little bit rough because there's not too much charity to go around these days. You know, what with all the murders.
Well, you know, I mean, are you murdering people?
No, they're trying to. No, my people would feel bad about that. I don't execute, I don't murder, I don't do cannibalism unless somebody from a different religion joins my tribe, in which case I will let them cannibalize. That's their belief.
Oh. Bro, you need to change the game on the layout right?
Oh
This
my
is
gosh. Are you sure this isn't money? Or mummy? Thriller. Oh my gosh, okay. It might be a mummy. Yeah, what? I was like, why is somebody not seeing Joey Gatorman's name?
I don't know. I see it.
And I'm curious what the cause was. Yeah, what if at the end of the game we find out it was a mummy in disguise, as Chad is suggesting?
I mean, it could be, right? I mean, you're in Africa. It certainly could be a mummy in disguise. I'm pretty sure
If it's Northern Africa, I suppose.
Well, you know, I mean, if the mummy is out and about,
Mummies
right?
are
You know,
regional in general, and I don't think they migrate.
Well, this mummy
Migratory
could be on
mummies.
vacation.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, if they could go on vacation, which I imagine, you know, they're really busy with how much they've been tied up. You know, if they get any freedom, that'd be nice. Go into the jungle. Oh, yeah, the best thing about my RimWorld game, since we were talking about cannibalism and stuff, I've got like 25, almost 30 red pandas, and they're a holy animal, so I can't do anything with them. I'm hoping somebody will come by and so that I can sell a few of them, because they're just everywhere. They're everywhere, and they make such a mess.
Well, whose fault is that? And I mean, I'm gonna blame Justin.
You're gonna blame Justin? Okay. It's pretty great. I have
That's
other animals that are
pretty
useful.
reasonable.
Oh, the saddest part was when I got it. Oh, when it got really cold outside, and they got frostbite, and they lost, like 3 of them lost all their legs, all of them, and so they just sit there in the corner, and I had to go and like put food up to their mouths.
So you have like red panda burritos?
Yeah, essentially, and they don't move. They just sit there. I told Justin about this, and he was really sad, but he was like, you have to feed them. You have to.
Divorce otherwise.
I ate them. Don't tell him. My people ate those 3 pandas. They were very sad because they were holy animals, but had to do it. I'm sorry, it's so depressing. They go in to play poker, and they just see these panda burritos lying there. They're like, well, yeah, that was a harsh winter.
I mean, to be fair, right? If I was playing poker and there were 3 panda burritos there, I think I'd have a panda burrito for dinner.
Yeah. Oh, I did have a woman who's an alcoholic, but also her religion prohibits any chemical substances at all. And so it's like, she's miserable when she's not drinking, and then she's miserable while she's drinking. And I think that sums up a lot of life.
Yeah? Xandra, did you think that we were just gonna eat red panda burritos like just because?
Oh my gosh, Xandra thought that I wasn't talking about a video game. It's illegal to eat red pandas. I checked.
So has anyone beat 2-2 yet? And the answer is no.
Joey getting a huge dismount. Whatever you want to call it.
2-2 is so far
out.
the
Yeah.
it is the kind of the watermark. 2-2's pretty rough.
Yeah. Why does this game have a health bar? I love you all. 3 Hams was asking that. Lark Lilith is saying that the boss the two-headed rhino is nightmare fuel, and I kind of agree.
A little bit.
Yeah. Ubi is asking why I would need to check if eating red pandas is illegal. Just
look, you need to know these things sometimes.
They're endangered. They're an endangered species, and it's illegal to eat endangered species. It's not that hard. Wow, that sounded really condescending. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be condescending.
Can you even call it a rhino? Look, that's what the game calls it.
Wait. It calls it the killer rhino. See, the other rhinos are pacifists, but this one, every hit brings this creep closer to destruction. Thank you, Manuel. I had no idea. You know, Corn Dad, there's actually a state flower that we have, the Sega Lily. It's edible, but nobody is allowed to eat it here because it's a state flower.
Did you say it was the Sega Lily? If you bite into it, does it go Sega?
Oh my gosh, no it doesn't. But how would I know? There's no way for me to find out.
No, there's no way for you to find out. I am not bound by your petty state flower restrictions.
Yeah, good luck finding a Sega Lily over there in New York.
Well, I don't live in New York, so...
the East. New England.
Excuse me, did the character just explode? Yes.
Oh yeah! I love the explosion, you know, when your body just falls apart. Always good stuff. Yeah, apparently, the Sega Lily could be made into a porridge and used to be made into a porridge by some of the American Indian tribes here. And the flower of it was used somewhat ceremoniously. And then they taught the Mormon pioneers, hey, you're all starving, you can eat this freaking tuber. And then they named it the Utah State Flower and promptly made it illegal to eat it. Okay, not promptly. It was like 70 years later, but still, I just love it. This very important plan for us.
Gamed over just at the end of 1-3. Lupine 1 makes an interesting question. If it's a tuber, could we make funeral potatoes out of it?
Maybe. See, I want to eat it now. Now that I know it's edible, I want to see what it tastes like. I want to know what, local cuisine could be like.
I mean, we already know what local cuisine is over there. It's funeral potatoes.
Yeah.
And fry sauce. And somehow the two, not at the same time.
Oh my gosh. So I found out that just a quick Google search, they're not actually illegal to eat.
See, you could be eating one right now.
Oh my gosh, I could be eating.
It could be snack time.
Everybody, we're gonna make Sega Lily, or funeral Sega Lilies. However, if you have to get permission from the landowner in order to take one of the Sega Lilies.
All right, so that means when you buy a house, you're gonna plant a bunch of Sega Lilies so that we could have funeral potatoes.
I'm totally gonna plant them, and I'm totally gonna eat them because well, technically I wouldn't own that land, would I?
Well, if you bought a house, you would.
No, because oftentimes you buy the house but not the land itself. At least that's my parents.
That's weird.
Yeah, the land rights are strange and different from house ownership.
I mean, because I own my house and my land.
Good job, mister. I didn't get wrapped into the stupid crap that happens all over the place. Linker, you're saying that doesn't happen outside of mobile homes and such? I don't know. My dad built his own home. But yeah, I don't think they own it. Mineral rights? Well, flowers are basically minerals. They have a lot of minerals anyway. Lots of vitamins too if you eat them. Okay, anyways, I'm just sort of grooving out to this game. Luckily, this game is enjoyable to watch and fairly straightforward. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh Joey Gatorman, see if we can get a better resolution coming through his stream. I'll refresh everyone.
I mean, the only about downside, right, you know, of doing this is, right, like it sounds good, it plays okay.
Yeah.
The game sucks.
It's brutal. That's the biggest thing. The difficulty is over the top. But honestly, out of, like, there's so much going on a lot of the times on the screen, and the game doesn't chug at all. It actually runs very well. I've seen...
The only time it doesn't run well is on bosses.
Which, right, honestly, so having a little lag is probably fine there.
Right. So, honestly, I'm kind of impressed with how the game goes, because, you know, okay, so hey, we just found a Three Hams just found the warp.
Whoa!
Puts them in first.
Well, that's really nice. Is it that second yin yang symbol?
So what it is, if you on 1-3, right, if you sit up at the top right off the bat, and when you get to that first waterfall you jump right at the end,
yeah,
it takes you to world 3-1.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was some, like, alternate
that's like the
path.
only, like,
that's the only skip in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, by the way, in general, we do allow skips to happen. This is something that if people are watching environmental cues in a game, they may be able to spot the location. It's not just completely finding it by random, it's finding it through exploration. And because of that, it's completely fair.
I mean,
my mind.
We didn't tell anybody about it. There's, you know, you can easily go get to it.
Yep. That might not matter, though. Three Hams is in the lead. Seth Highwind has a wonderful surfing stage.
Oh yeah,
what?
The waterfall stage is awful.
Because is bad.
Every time you hit one of those, it's not very long, but every time you hit one of those, you lose life.
Yeah.
Right, and it moves fast.
Is there no way to slow it down?
Nope.
Oh, there we go. Seth is through. On to shark riding.
But it's... So
what
now
is this?
So in the controls, right, you can like throw things while you're on the shark.
Yeah, so you say. By the way, you know, this company that made this is very well known. While it was published by LJN, this is the same company that turned into Acclaim Studios later on. They made wonderful games like Rex Ronin, Captain Novolin, RoboCop versus the Terminator, Bart's Nightmare. They made Virtual Bart, for crying out loud, okay? Yeah. Thank you so much, Utah, for making some of the worst games that came out on the NES and SNES. Now, this actually seems like one of the better games that they made. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Like, maybe the Super Star Wars games were better than this. I've never actually played any of those. Oh no, they did the Super Nintendo port of Doom. Wow.
Which honestly, right? I mean, given everything, a fairly reasonable, you know, it like technically speaking, it's a fairly reasonable.
I mean,
Doesn't mean it's good.
I mean, the best first-person shooter on the DOS was definitely Super Nozark 3D. 3 hams, by the way, onto the Scorpion boss here at the end of the third world. Very nice.
But isn't throwing their coconuts?
Why not?
I don't know.
Don't you have, like, unlimited coconuts?
Oh, yeah.
Strange. I don't think 3 hams ever got to the Rhino.
Yes, they had. Everybody had gotten to the Rhino.
Maybe 3 hams forgot about the Rhino?
Maybe.
Like, hey, the manual says that the B button does nothing, but isn't it throw coconut?
In the boss levels, it is.
Okay, so the manual blatantly lies. That's what you're telling me.
No, the manual tells you that.
But in the control section, it says it does nothing.
Or like the standard.
Not used.
Or like the standard stuff. But it says like, oh, you're on a fish. It does this. You're facing the boss. It does this.
Oh, level bosses. It has alternate control. It doesn't show you all the controls in one place.
Right.
This is dumb. I dislike it. Ooh, Seth Hywood just got sharked. Oh, yeah. There's shark controls. The shark controls seem fairly straightforward. It's like riding the swordfish.
It's like riding on guard.
Yeah.
So there are no passwords, and there are 0 passwords.
I love it. Wait, the manual... Okay, the manual talks about 2 types of obstacles, and the first one is weird life. Ooh, I got food! Heck yeah. And then the second, snags. Definitely scary. Well, cool. Oh, this is gonna be tasty. Yay, lunchtime.
Is it a red panda burrito?
It's not a panda burrito, no. Justin, I told Corn Dan about the red pandas that I had that had no legs, and he called them panda burritos. Well, sometimes Justin is panda burrito. That's what he said.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, considering how much
I guess
he rolls
there's a
up...
difference between temporary panda burritos and permanent panda burritos.
By the way, Joey just got the warp and asked in Discord, is that okay? Yep. And I'm just replying, yes. Yeah, I do not want to reveal the secret. Joey is not the first person to find the warp.
I figure, honestly, most of them will kind of find it by accident. Right? You know, like you're screwing around, you're on 1.3, you've been on 1.3 a lot, right? Hey, let's go do this other thing just to basically mess around.
Yeah. At the same time, Seth could potentially catch up doing the game the normal way. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the other players have definitely gotten rewarded for doing a little more exploring, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I think this is probably the easiest to find warp that we've had in Kuso6rande.
It is not a hard one to find. No.
Yeah. We have,
right, as I said,
oh yeah,
you would definitely find it on accident, right? Like casually playing through this at some point in time.
This music is so intense. Whoa. Yeah, I'd also agree with Nightbot that this game is mildly racist. Thank you, Robot, for telling me. Yeah. This has... It's the 90s. Ooh, double KO for Lark Lilith, and she moves on. Very nice.
Move on.
I'm so glad that this game is kind enough to actually give it to you.
Well, that's like the only kindness this game gives out.
Yeah. Yeah, what's funny is that looking around, this game actually received some fairly good reviews. And I can see why. For a surfing/skateboarding game, this might be...
I mean, it might be better than Skate or Die.
Yes, yeah. I can't play Skate or Die. I can't figure it out.
Not really a high bar. Right. I mean, what are your options like this and Heavy Shredding?
This Heavy Shredding, there's... Oh, what? Rollerblade Racer? Something like that. We've had a few on Kuso6rande. There's the
other
one
rollerblade game.
Roller Games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Roller Games, I would
also,
say, is more difficult
it's not
than
good.
this. It's got charm.
I would say it's differently difficult than this. How about that? Right? This is difficult for no good reason. Right? Like they purposely went, oh, yeah, you're gonna trip on this? That's it, you're done. 720, right, is another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm putting this somewhere near the top of skateboarding games. I still think that it's a game that has a lot of problems, but it's fun. This game is fun.
I mean, I think it's got a lot of problems that they could have easily fixed with, right, like getting hit on, like, environmental stuff's not a one-hit KO. Or a lot of the environmental stuff's not a one-hit KO. And that have probably gotten rid of about half the problems I have with the game.
Mm-hmm. Or even just, like, either use your HP system or be kind enough to let people have passwords or continues at the end of a world. Like, if there were continues at the end of the world, it still might be a little bit brutal, but it would be more acceptable.
Yeah,
Joey
absolutely.
wrecked by the scorpion. I love it. Yeah, there's so many, like, little things in this game that would have made it a much more enjoyable experience. My guess is that, you know, considering the company that made this game, they weren't too well known for good games out there at all. And what probably happened is that, you know, they played through it, and because they'd been playing through it so much already, they didn't really think how this would be for a new player. And simply put, absolutely brutal is how it is for a new player. Yeah, Joey Gatorman, by the way, definitely in the lead onto the fourth world here.
No, so...
What?
3 hams had already been there.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But they're really close. I mean, I don't think that we saw 4-2. So if Joey gets to 4-2...
Mm-hmm. By the way, I'm trying to think. The reason I like this better than roller games, like fun-wise anyways, roller games I think is amazing, but oh my gosh, it's got so many problems, especially since you've got slippery precision platforming in that game. Oh, wait, what other? Sunday Fun Day, that's another roller skating game.
I mean, I guess technically?
Yeah, it is. What do you mean technically? You have a skateboard.
That's what I meant. So technically, yes. It's not really what I would call a skateboard game per se, right? In that the skateboard is not like what you're doing with the skateboard is not the focus of the game, right? I mean, at the same token, if all the skateboard games are we have a skateboard, then Back to the Future is a skateboarding game.
I mean, I guess you've got a point, but Back to the Future, you're not always on a skateboard. Sunday Fun Day, you are.
But the skateboard is not the point of the game. You just happen to be a kid on a skateboard.
Well, what's the point of this game? Rescue Barbie. We gotta rescue Barbie, you know.
While on a skateboard, right?
Well, you don't have to be on a skateboard to rescue a Barbie.
You do when you're the mascot of a skate shop.
What about Green Dog? It
Green
just
Dog
has
always on a skateboard?
skateboard
I mean,
levels.
so
Okay, it's got skateboard levels.
I mean, I would actually be willing to accept Green Dog, one if it had more skateboarding levels, right? Because Green Dog is literally a skater.
Yeah. I still wouldn't call it a skateboarding game. Like, honestly,
No,
Sunday Fun Day
but-
is much more a skateboarding game than Green Dog. And that's about going to church.
I mean, I would kind of agree with that too, but I'm just saying, right? Like, Green Dog. So, Escorian, you're right. I mean, we're always on, like, purposely forms of movement. It's critical to the storyline, right? Like, the story tells you to go get your boards and go, right? Right? This game is essentially an advertisement for a skate and surf shop in Hawaii, right? So outside the weird shark levels, right, it all fits in with what it should be.
So what you're saying is that essentially this is possibly the best advertisement game in existence.
I mean, quite possibly, yeah. I don't know, people might argue like Sneak King or something like that is, but...
Chex Quest.
You know what, I like Chex Quest.
Yeah, that's definitely, I think, objectively the best. But this is pretty high up there, especially, where is Joey? Joey...
It's like 4-2?
He's in the wrong part of this forest, okay? Should not be here. No! Especially with how you died there, Joey.
I mean, Joey is definitely in first there.
Seth is on to stage 3-1.
Yeah, without taking the warp.
Yeah, he's starting to catch up. That's great. Lark Lilith is currently behind most of the other players right now. She's been struggling a little bit, which, honestly, I don't think there's any shame to not being able to play this game well.
This game is awful. Right, Lark Lilith is kind of, and Seth are kind of about where I figured people would end up being at like where we're at.
Oh no, Seth! Whoa! How does a pit like that even work in the desert? Like, do you have to reinforce the sides with steel or something?
Maybe.
Like, I mean, it works in Minecraft, but man, this is proto Minecraft, I guess.
Well, I mean, the NES also works on tiles, so totally makes sense.
I like the snakes. Like, not because I like snakes, just because I like those specific snakes, you know.
You mean the ones that just, like, try to bash you with their head?
By the way, everybody, this match actually matters a lot for the players. Only one player is going to be moving on from this match, whoever takes first. And right now, it's looking very likely that Joey's going to be the person moving on.
Well, I mean, so we've got 15 minutes, right? The speed run of the game only takes like 13.
Yeah. And nobody's going to get close to beating the game, so as long as players are used to the earlier stages and can do them consistently, then yeah, I think that we could see a lead change here. 3 players are going to be made into burritos? No, Lauracia, no, that is not true.
No, we've already established the burritos are red pandas. These players are not red pandas, thus they cannot be burritos.
Look, Justin is literally looking at pictures of red pandas right now. You should not be discussing this. I will get in trouble.
Well, that's not my fault. I wasn't the one who ate red pandas.
Look, I'm not telling him. I'm not telling him.
He'll see the VOD later. It's fine.
I don't think he will. Oh no, he's going to my channel. Uh-oh. I have no idea.
Wait, he's going to your channel,
No.
so now it's time to talk about
Listen.
Red Panda burritos?
No, we're not
I'm
eating.
going to.
Cordan, I did not eat any red pandas in RimWorld. Did
But
not.
you let people eat pandas in RimWorld. Whether or not you did is immaterial or not.
Technically, that's true, yeah. Oh, there goes 3 hands, getting past the scorpion again. Oh, yeah, I guess Justin's angry now. Oh no, I'm in so much trouble.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten the pandas.
I didn't eat it was my people. And they only ate, like, any of the pandas that died of natural causes, and a few that didn't.
And a few that didn't. I love that. That's the best part.
Oh, yeah. Well, everybody, we are under the 15-minute mark. At this point, players should be trying to make sure that their next attempt or their final attempt is their best. That way they can, you know, manage to make a little bit more progress. It doesn't matter how far they are in the game at the time that the hour hits. Rather, it depends on what their best run looked like. So, whatever their high watermark is, you know, Seth Highwind is currently establishing his. I'm not sure why there are bodiless elephants.
You'll see. All will be explained here when Seth completes this level.
I guess
If you haven't already noticed from other players with this level.
I don't think I've noticed. But I'm also trying to eat food at the same time.
I mean, I will argue that the pink elephant should be a clue as to what's going on.
You don't have any coconuts. Oh no, you've been in the hot desert sun too long. You're seeing mirages. Is that the answer?
Well, I mean, yes.
Oh.
Right, pink elephants are typically...
Wow,
you know,
Seth just blasted through the scorpion.
Right, a thing of when you're drunk.
Mmm.
Right, or high.
Okay, yeah, I suppose so. Or Winnie the Pooh. Wait, does that mean that Winnie the Pooh was drunk on that rainy night? Oh my gosh.
I mean, it explains things.
I mean, yeah, it would. It would. Winnie the Pooh is a lush. Drinking mead? That's what he gets the honey for.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's why he has all the honey.
No, it's humphalumps. Humphalumps. Those are pink. Those are pink, right?
But they're not elephants.
I don't care. Still count. I'm sure there was at least one pink elephant mixed in, okay?
So, Snuffleupagus has been confirmed to be real. Right. Although originally Snuffleupagus was really designed as Big Bird's imaginary friend.
I imagine he doesn't smell very good, though. And here's why.
I mean...
That's not actually a joke. Here's why. Back in my hometown, they had a giant woolly mammoth that... Okay, it wasn't a real woolly mammoth, okay? It was just, like, a design that they put up at the Natural History Museum. You know, a full... I would almost call it a statue of sorts, except it did have fur on it. And let's just say that any type of furry thing that has been out in the weather for about 30 to 40 years gets smelly. And that's what I imagine Snuffleupagus smells like. Like the gross, moldy, woolly mammoth. Why was it outside? Because it was part of the display. They had an outdoor display. They had all these dinosaur statues and, like, giant dinosaur eggs and stuff. It was just some sort of garden that you would go through. And yeah, they had a giant woolly mammoth there. I am not smelly. Justin? Oh, he's... Well, I guess I got what's coming to me, huh?
Do you need to take a shower?
I just did! Seriously, like, about an hour ago. Well, little more than an hour ago. Ooh, Joey Gatorman is still on the pink nightmare. Why? No, what are you doing with the tweezers? Justin, no! Ow! Stop it!
Well, now Seth is also on
the Nightmare Land.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ooh, Starman random popping into chat. Yeah, guess what? I recognize this too, Starman. It's the game that made you win and me lose on Thursday. Yeah, that was a fun race.
Oh no, Starman wrecked this game.
Oh yeah, I believe it. No, Puznik was my only redemption.
I think Seth Highwind is going backwards.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Where are you going, Seth? Oh, to the skull. That's such a happy looking skull. I love it.
Did Seth grab the lead? I don't think so.
But no, this game doesn't have a timer, it just has insta-death. I love that the slower you go, the more likely you're gonna instantly die in some cases. You know, that might actually be the nail in the coffin here. Although there still might be enough time for players to catch up.
Oh, there's absolutely enough time for players to catch up. I don't know if there's time for Seth to catch up, unless Seth gets the warp to 3-1. Right, but for like 3 hams could absolutely do it.
Oh yeah, you just need one good run.
Yeah, and you know, just getting that warp to 3-1, you know, will put you there. It's not that hard to get through World 3.
Mm-hmm.
Right, World 4 they're getting to do a lot more consistently.
Yeah.
So right now, you know, what I definitely see is Joey's in the lead, right? And then Seth and 3 hams are, I don't know which one of them's in second.
I don't know.
It doesn't really matter either, you know, except for pride.
True. Lark Lilith, unfortunately, is in 4th. This just has not been the game for her. Everybody has games that they struggle with a little bit more than others, and, you know, so... It's no shame. This is a hard game. Like, really, it is.
3 hams is in second. Seth has a moral victory, which I kind of agree with here. Oh, if you just kept going, Seth, you could have made it. That's gonna do it, honestly. Because Seth didn't hit the. That'll do it for Seth. Seth does not have a chance now, I think, to get back. Unless Seth dies here and then hits that.
I think that you're probably right, but it's not over till it's over.
Yep.
Okay, Seth takes down the Rhino. Joey's
on 4-3. That is definitely the lead. Like, even if you didn't know before, right?
Joey does not like this level, and neither do I. But Joey is through onto shark riding again. Except he didn't do the first shark riding, did he? No.
No, he skipped it.
So this is new to Joey. It could cause some trouble, but I don't see anybody else getting to this point. It would be a miracle.
Ooh, and 3 Hams just barely missed it. So 3 Hams is trying to die right now.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice.
That is
pretty much the only choice if he wants to win this.
It's going to be pretty tough, though. He only has a single life left.
Okay. There we go. I love how it looks like a glitch, the warp does. Like, the water looks all goofy. Joey, trying to figure out where to go. Ooh, looks like Joey found an air pocket. Probably not helpful at all.
Yeah, because... No, it is, because that's health.
Oh, wait? Do you run out of air as you're swimming?
It's not necessarily that you run out of air. I don't know if you do or not, right?
Older brother of evil
getting
shark.
air gives you health.
Older brother of evil shark, look at this butt. Oh my gosh. Ooh, violent, nasty, got bad breath. Doesn't even have breath and it's bad. Seth onto the waterfall. Yeah. Ow. There we go. 2-4.
Yeah, so if you run into the shark, you instantly die.
Yeah, I can believe that. Well, that's a good rule for life. If there's a shark trying to eat you, don't swim towards it, okay? Bad idea. Don't swim towards death, man-eating shark. Bad. By the way, thank you so much to some of the various people here, Eggplant Wiz and Novasol, for resubscribing, as well as Peachy Chan. A huge thank you to all of you. Oh my gosh, as well as all the hosts that had come in earlier. Thank you. Joey! Wow, all I've seen is you're losing style. Oh no, time to ride the shark again. No, Joey, you can't go through there. But you wouldn't know because you didn't do the first shark level. Electric Eel Seth is on to the first shark.
Yeah.
I have to say, they used a lot of molars for this shark design, and even though...
And some of those they just flipped upside down to get other teeth.
I actually really like how gross it looks. It's super gross.
It's super gross.
Ah, yeah. Oh no, 3 Hams had an angry cat up there. Can't necessarily blame the Hams. You know, I'm gonna say this music, some of it is actually pretty dang fun. And even the less notable tunes like this one here, it's still
bad.
Enjoyable, fun.
I'll tell you, it does a fairly good job of kind of setting the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So now Joey's on the Nile River. Which is only sort of annoying. I am denial.
Oh. At least, oh my gosh. You know what would have been funny? If they called it the Amazon. And it would totally be something that could happen here in Utah. But they're like, oh yeah, the African Amazons. Woo.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, we are almost out of time, everybody. This has been a lot of fun. And don't worry, there's plenty more fun today. Because we've got 3 more matches coming your way. The country of Africa? They might call it a few things. Okay, that's it. That's time. We are done with this game, Town & Country, Surf Designs 2, Thrilla. The name's too long, Corndan.
Yeah, I know.
Thrilla,
Town & Country,
Surfari.
Surf Designs, Thrilla Safari.
Surfari, not a normal Safari. Yeah, you gotta say it like the cool gorilla dude. Yeah, that is it for the game. And guess what? Joey Gatorman takes the victory today. That's the most important place. Unfortunately, the other three are eliminated. It's difficult for me to say who it is between Three Hands and Seth Highwind for second. They both did extremely well. Let's go ahead and invite Joey to come chat if he wants. Yeah, how do you think the players did?
I think they did pretty good. I think Joey did great. I think, the two that found the warps was pretty useful. And this game sucks. I mean, they did better than I would have.
Lilith is like, there were warps? And Seth is like, wait, there were warps? Okay, Joey, I think that you were the second one to find the warp, actually. Three Hands found it a little bit before you. Yeah, so great job on that. You made a significant amount of progress, about a full world more than any of the other players. So what are your thoughts about the game?
Well, I don't know what to make of it. I mean, the game does have plenty of variety. You have river stages, you have those annoying jungle stages, the regular skateboarding stages, you have and you have the shark stage. I like the shark riding stage.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you have first of all, you have no iframes.
Yeah.
You have some I don't know. I've seen some unfair stuff in this game, but I don't know. Generally, I thought it. Also, the fact that there are no continues is also goes against it.
Yeah, I really like the music. I honestly, Chat and Lilith, especially, who played the game, said this would have been an okay rental game, and I think so. If I would have rented this from the video game store, I would have had a blast. Yes, it's got huge flaws, but I would have still enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'm trying to finish the game right now. I got really lucky. 4 lives on 5-2.
I know, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How did you even get extra lives?
You get extra lives by collecting, damn it, I can't.
That's right, the coconuts. The coconuts,
yeah. Coconuts give you 1 crack at the shell game.
That's right. Yeah. Honestly, this is the game that eliminated me from Smite's Mystery Triathlon. Thank you, Corndan, for giving that out, too.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I found that, like, early on, going slow was a little bit better. Like, not super slow, just a little bit slower than max speed. Because that way I could actually react to the things that popped up and start learning the layout of the level. If you go too slow, though, it's way too easy to run into stuff.
Yeah.
And everything kills you.
At least, fortunately, you can go back. And if you miss things most of the time, you can go back and get them.
Yeah, there are crucial things like the health ups.
Oh, God. That's so fun. On that, I should have slowed down. That's on me.
We're not watching
a little bit. You
so
should
it's
have.
fine.
Oh, I totally still am.
Oh, you're still watching. Well, everybody at twitch.tv, Joey Gatorman / Joey Gatorman, that is your stream name. All of the players here stream to Twitch during their matches. Feel free to follow them. Are you playing anything else on stream these days, Joey?
As of this moment, I currently stream on Wednesday mornings.
Ooh.
I do retro achievements.
Okay.
Thursday nights. Wait. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, just wondering, what's your latest game been over there?
I just finished Xanadu, which is an RPG.
I think I have that, and I've never played it.
Oh, you should. It's pretty fun.
Okay.
Thursday nights Among Us with a regular group of people, a great group of friends, including Constantine DTW.
Okay.
Let's see. Saturday mornings, I do Link to the Past Rando. I should slow down right here. And I've been doing a brand new series every month called Old Board Game Bedlam, in which I showcase an old obscure board game from the 40s and 50s.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it's going to be this coming Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 6 p.m. Mountain.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot that you're doing over there. There are so many old board games that have just been forgotten to history, and, we don't know about them because nobody cares. It's just like obscure video games, a lot of them just disappear because they're not the best.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the game that the first game that we did was from the 1950s, and it was a board game based on Jackie Gleason's old variety show.
Really?
Called Jackie Gleason's And Away We Go TV Fun Game, and we just screwed around for 2 full hours.
We did just discover when Corndan gave out toys for the Super Nintendo that there are some Mork and Mindy board games. So consider taking a look over at that corner of the world, because I'm not sure they would be any good, but it's fascinating that they exist.
I'm pretty sure they are still not available for a reason.
Well,
I scoured Board Game Geek. I fell.
It's all good. Joey, we're going to have to move on to the next match. Thank you so much.
I understand. I've overstayed my welcome. I will see you all in round 4.
Nah, you're always welcome here. Catch you later. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Good game to everyone. So long.
Yeah, GG. Thank you, Corndan. We'll see you later. Bye. Everybody, Kuso6rande, the Bad Video Game Tournament, is here throughout the year. In general, we go several months throughout the tournament, but we try to keep things fairly low demand for the various players. Also, I want everybody to know that this stream is running because of your support. If you want to drop a Prime sub, subscribe, follow, all of that helps out. And if you aren't able to, do not feel bad, because there are a lot of people who can't, and that is fine. So it definitely is a big help, especially since we gave out about $2,000 worth of prizes we did last year, and I don't plan on going down that anymore this next bracket. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and run a quick ad as we get the next game ready. See you in about 1 minute. Oh man, I love K-Story music. So good.